Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome on into the show. Hope everybody's super on a Tuesday. Nothing like we're a couple minutes late. Sorry about that. It happens. We thought we hit the live button. We're talking, and I'm like, "Wow, the link didn't go up to the Believe over Facebook. We'll try later." And I'm like, "Let's get to a recap." I look up for the timer. No timer. Hello, Wednesday. WINS Day. Sean Higgs coming at you. Listen, Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. I already tweeted the free picks out because I thought we were on that part of the show already. You can follow now. We got the YouTube channels up. Winning free picks. Take it out there. Picks and parlays as well. And be live. iHeartRadio, Apple Store, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher, Amazon. We're all over. The Midday Monday Show. Look at that. How far have we come, people? Right? We didn't have a name 2 years ago. It was just kind of conference tournament talk every morning. Come in 11 o'clock. Say, we got games. Let's go. And we do the lines at night for the next day's basketball. And here we are in podcast form. It's a Christmas miracle. Anyway, like, subscribe, ring the bell here. Welcome on into the show. We have the Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. The free picks are already posted out there for you. And we'll start recapping yesterday for everybody at the 1 minute and 40 recap time, basically. So, college basketball yesterday, I guess it was a pretty good day. We go 5-0 in the video. Who am I kidding? That is listen, 5-0 is great, but some of these games, Wofford, plus 15, outright. Utah Valley to close the night, plus 12, outright. Drake, plus 5, outright. Longwood by 30. Providence, I want to say it was an outright winner. Like it was right. Everybody was kind of high on. Oh, it's Marquette. It's Marquette. It's a ranked Marquette team. They're getting points. 5-0 there. Not too bad. And I go 6-1 in my premiums. Not too shabby. College football, Eastern Michigan, plus a 150 gets it done for us. Wonderful there. Although I did drop Toledo as my premium. So it is what it is. That's what are we going to do? Those are the picks yesterday. A quick little recap. It happens. Today's picks, though, will roll in here. So let's get to that. As we mentioned, college basketball, great day yesterday. 67-55 in the video, plus 595. I don't know. That's a pretty nice number there. On the season, we are 54.7%. 188 and 155. Not too bad. Number one college hoops money on the sites. Today, the San Francisco Dons. I do have a 3-pack up, but I can't put all 3 of those out because, again, when you're number one in the money, you tend to get some sales. And, I think Tim's like me. He doesn't really go crazy with his prices and stuff. Like someone's like, oh, you sell picks because you can't win. I mean, I sell things for 30. You buy a weekly pass of mine for $31, folks. What you think I'm getting? What 100 sales a day at $31, and I get a percentage of that. I do it for the fun. I sell because it's fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy coming on and talking for 12 years. Anyway, that's another rant for the day. We'll get to a baseball rant in a second. So San Fran plus 3 in the video. College football, Eastern Michigan puts us to a plus 1995, 54-33, 20 games over. Hey, and this is more, we'll talk about the NBA. So college football, 54-33 in the chat. Today we like Western under the 57.5, opened at a 60 mark, came down. Crazy little line move on this. It opened, South Alabama was 1. It went up to 7. It's back down to 3. Listen, I always talk about I had a bad number at 6 or 7 here with South Alabama. You don't think Western Kentucky, the quarterback says I'm not playing. He's coming back. He's playing. He's still down a couple of offensive linemen. Again, this could be another rant talk about opt-outs, but like when you say you're leaving, how does the team feel about you? Then you decide to come back? I don't know. Who knows? Whatever. So, Western Kentucky under the 57.5. And tomorrow, we're rolling a little Air Force. Again, that was a 8.5 down to 3. Give me the Air Force Academy. The Falcons plus 150. That's Thursday. I put it out a day early. It's what I do. I'm here for you. Folks. NBA 16-16 in the video, down $1.45. We're taking the Raptors plus a 110 here. It's maybe again 105, maybe get them at 115 or plus 215 here. Line 1, 2, pick them depending where you get down on this Nick team. Winners of 8 straight. Toronto's lost 6 in a row. We know we've said, Tim has mentioned, we'll have the Tim segment of NBA coming up shortly. We'll wait for Michael will come in. Hey Tim, how about some NBA? We'll have that timestamp for everybody. But yeah, we've said before, like Raptors, Golden State teams, they got 3 wins, 2 wins, 4 wins on the road. How do you back them? This spot for me, and it's not like, and you hear me say it, right? I repeat myself. They're due. It's not really a due spot, but it's a spot where I'm going to take a Raptors team off of another loss, and this line to me at a pick 'em or 1 or 2, it just seems a little low for as poorly they're playing. As Tim's going to mention, bad on the road. And me and Tim talked a little bit about off the air a couple of these games. We'll talk about it in the NBA segment as well. But again, Toronto for the video plus 110. And on the ice, 12 and 19 on the ice, down a couple bucks here. What are we down? $40, $50 here on the ice? Not terrible. Being 7 games under, we usually get some plus money stuff. But Detroit Red Wings under the 6.5. Under the 6.5. And as I mentioned, the NFL. So college football 54 and 33 in the video, and that's great. 20 games over. But in premiums, I'm 115 and 107. So I'm down about $4 there. Again, 52%. That doesn't put money in your pocket. You talk 54% like college basketball, and then all of a sudden you're up 1,800. NFL for the season, 40 and 41 in video, not good. And we'll talk about NBA. This will go back to NBA picking and choosing for the free picks here on the season. 102 and 60 on the year, running away with NFL money. But when it comes to choosing a spot here in the video, I can't put 13 picks in NFL up here when I've sold a gaggle of season passes of NFL. Anyway, so that is that. That is that. Let's get to comment time here. We'll do some comments at the we're about 7 minutes in or so. Let's see what's going on in the comment. Michael. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm saying good morning to Michael here, but we have one ahead of it. It was a longer one from Reynolds. A lot of good money. I say Elon plus 30. Wolford, Queens. Yes, I had Queens yesterday. Yeah. Nice plus dollar daddy day. Speaking of the true dollar daddy, we'll get to some MLB. Steve Cohen, Mets. The real dollar daddy. Ooh-wee. Fats Domino. He's ready. I'm ready. Let's get it. I like it. Fats with a Z. PH. Fats. B-Hawk. Cavs. Moneyline. Rockets. Moneyline. Under in Cavs. Knicks. You know what, Hawk? Before we're going to roll into this, let's roll in Tim's NBA here at about, we'll say 8:07, Tim NBA. So
good morning.
NBA stuff. Good morning, NBA master. Matt.
Let's get it.
We'll get to them probably.
Oh, I know. Because I see Michael Buena's comment about 3 saying, I don't want to hear about Correa.
Let's do NBA. So, you know what? Go ahead. You start with your NBA. We'll get to B-Hawks NBA, and I'll tell you my thoughts on all the NBA.
All right. So, I am on probably, I guess, the more public side today because I'm on Cleveland, minus the 2. I've been backing them pretty much every single game at home this year, and they're 15-2 at home. 12-4-1 against the spread at home. They've been solid all year there. They've even beaten Milwaukee at home. I believe they beat them at home by a chunk because they have played Milwaukee at home. Maybe not. Maybe they didn't. I don't remember. I guess not. They beat them twice. They beat them once. Whatever. Cleveland's been playing better. It has been playing really good at home this year. I'm going to grab them. I am on the Hawks.
Milwaukee got them twice. Milwaukee beat them twice.
Did they actually?
In November,
I misread it.
Yep. Cleveland got them. You're
Cleveland got them there.
Milwaukee 117-102. Milwaukee.
Oh yeah, I see that now. Yeah, yep. Milwaukee beat them twice. Both of them were in Milwaukee though. None of them were in Cleveland. Cleveland, the best home team in the NBA this year. I grabbed them minus the 2. I am on the Hawks. Hawks have been a solid home team this year, 10-5 against a Bulls team who is 5-11 on the road and on a second leg of a back-to-back. So I'm on the Hawks minus the 6. I am on the New York Knicks today. And that's where I said I'm more on the square plays because I will say I got them at a pick 'em. They're up to a -2 now, so I got a little bit of a good line movement on mine. I just like the Knicks today. They've won 8 straight, and you're getting a Toronto team that is 3-12 on the road this year and have lost 6 straight games. Yes, normally we should be going after Toronto in this one, but I'm just going to keep backing the Knicks. They've been on a hot streak. That being said, I'm fading a hot streak because I'm on Houston. Because Orlando has won or has covered in 8 straight games. They have won 7 out of their last 8. The one game that they lost was their last game by 1 point on a foul with 1.3 seconds left, and Atlanta hit both of them, and then that was it. To put it at 126, 125. So they've been really hot against a Houston team that's lost 3 straight. This line has moved from Orlando -2 to Orlando -1.5. I took Houston money line at +120. I am on the under in the Dallas game. I got it at 227. It's up to a 230, so I kind of did not beat line movement on that one. Although I think Dallas has a decent shot to have a bounce back game. I did not bet that. I did not bet the side. But if they were to try to have a good bounce back game, they would need to play a slower paced game, more defensively, and it will go under the total. And then the final one, I'm back in one of my favorite teams to back this year, and that is the Oklahoma City Thunder. They are tied for the second best team against the spread, 19-12 this year. I mean, Portland is above them, is the number 1 team, but at home, at getting +4, I'll go ahead and grab the Oklahoma City Thunder as my last play for the NBA card. That's everything I got for today.
There you go, Hawk, and he covered all those games for you that you had in the chat as well.
There you go.
What's up, Hicks? Hit the like button for you and Tim, especially Mr. Nico, Canada. So
Mr. Nika hasn't even shown up in weeks.
Yeah, she's been busy with school, she said, or something. I don't know.
Whatever her excuses, that's fine.
I don't hear about how Correa screwed the Giants every baseball scared to hit in San Fran. Well, now, I guess we're going to hit – let's just do – I guess we'll hit some hot stove talk. We'll do some hot stove MLB here. What I saw yesterday, there was a holdup in a press conference because of some medical stuff. Guess you're looking at his back. And I guess that opened the door because the Mets were kind of in it to the end. Now they dropped a year off the contract from 13 to 12 years. No surprise. They wanted him. He said he'd play third base for him. That's why I guess San Fran jumped with the extra year. I don't really mind the Mets. The guy said he'd play third.
Yep. Plus, you get the chemistry because Correa and Lindor have played short and third on Team Puerto Rico. So they have the chemistry already. Now,
the $100 million luxury tax I said before the show, I'm like, here comes the new evil empire. I know they don't care. It's just, they haven't really been affected by it, and he wants to win. Good for him. You're gonna buy it. I understand. Listen, the Yanks got Tex, CC, and Burnett. They shelled out a ton of cash to win the World Series. That's what it's about. You win the World Series, it's worth it. Buys a couple years. And let's be honest, the Mets. You got Scherzer, you got Verlander. You don't have a big window. The window is it's a cracked window, and it's a
cracked window for now until in 2 years we go out and we replace Scherzer and Verlander with the next 2 biggest guys.
Well, exactly. Well, for now though, it's no guarantee.
Win now.
I think it's a fine move. I don't mind. And I'm
shocked
the Cubbies. What did the Cubbies do? Nothing.
They got Swanson. They already paid a big guy.
Exactly, but they talked about bringing Correa and Bogarts in. One to play second, one to play short, one to play third. So why wouldn't you jump back in and say, you know what, we need a little more?
Because the Mets probably stuck in there too quick.
Yeah, the Mets were probably right there to begin with anyway. Why wouldn't you go? I understand.
There's complications. Oh, well, yeah, we'll take them. Yep, 100%.
It's if you're a Giant fan. And Michael, what are you guys doing over
there? That was probably more Correa's doing. Because after they said, oh, well, I don't know about your medical stuff. And Correa's like, all right, I'm done with here. Anybody else?
That's
all Correa's doing.
You're San Fran, you got to be like, what the hell just happened here? We had Judge, we had Correa. What is going on?
And now they got nobody. Because who's other, is there any other big free agents available?
You can't go and just sign whoever's. I don't even know who's out there. Who's a big Michael Conforto? You're going to give that guy $30
Xander
million?
Bogaerts is available for trade. Not Xander Bogaerts. Sorry. Rafael Devers is available for trade. What else? What else can you go after?
No. You better. You got to give Ohtani $700 million next year because the Dodgers are going to go after him like nobody's business.
Oh, God. Which I did check the odds. The Mets are still. They're now tied with the Dodgers for betting odds for the World Series, still behind the Houston Astros.
Unbelievable. Well, the Astros are good.
The Astros are really good. I don't blame them on that one.
I mean, the Astros go out and get Abreu and re-sign Brantley, two guys, professional kind of hitters. You don't need a lot. You got young guys.
They just won the World Series with whatever they just had, so they didn't lose anybody.
You're tuning. Even at the trade deadline, they brought in the catcher. It's kind. It's like we'll bring in an extra bat because Brantley wasn't there, right? So they brought in Mancini. Now you got Brantley back. You still got good young players.
This Houston team's going to be another team to be reckoned with this year.
They let Correa go, and the kid they put in there won the ALCS and the World Series MVP.
Correct. Yep. I mean, I will say I quickly looked through all the stuff that was going on and quickly threw out like a way too early playoff predictor for the MLB this year. And I have pretty much AL. I have pretty much on point. I have the Yankees, Cleveland, Houston winning the divisions. Seattle, Toronto, Baltimore getting the wild cards. NL, Mets, Cardinals, although the Cubs will be close. And the Dodgers with the wild cards being Atlanta, San Diego, and the Cubs.
How about Tatis to the Giants? They're trading Tatis.
That could be interesting.
Tatis is out. You know what? They could get Machado. Machado's opting out of his career.
I think Machado's opting out after this year, yeah.
Why wouldn't he? He's 30. He's the same age as Judge, and the guy's going to get a $10 million contract for an extra 10. I mean, he's going to opt out.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
South Alabama football minus the points, a 3-team parlay. Arizona State basketball, Joel Embiid, Sixers first basket, $20 to win $200. That is a loser. Groovy, you know why? Because San Francisco today over Arizona State. There's that. How about them apples there? The Embiid first basket, I don't like to jump in. That's 20 to win 300. Still, listen, Groovy, take that 20, rustle up another $11.20, get my weekly pass on a discount. Save yourself. New England versus the Northeastern and Davidson, North Dak versus State. Let's see what we got here. I got to decipher I got to find North Dak. Or is this Notre Dame? No, hold on a second. It's North Dak. Hold on. All right. So, I got no. You give me abbreviations, no rotation numbers, no times, and I got to hunt down Northeastern here, Davidson. I can't even find it on my rotation thing. Oh, man, Marcos, come on, my friend. What are we doing here? There's I see South Dak up top. I'm looking for Dakota. Where's the? What is this? I can't even find this game. Is this today's game? Do I have the wrong schedule in front of me here? Maybe I'm on the wrong day. I have no idea. I can't find this game. I don't even know. Let me pull out this other sheet here.
Northeastern and Davidson, and then North Dakota versus ST. What's North? Hold on.
All right, that's North Dakota. Hold on. That's North Dakota State versus St. Thomas, I guess.
Oh, there you go.
Marcos should get a ban for this crap. Come on, Marcos, with this freaking. Are you kidding me? Oh, yeah. All right, so St. Thomas. I mean, I know what your line's at. I got St. Thomas at a 7.5 there over North Dakota State. And Davidson, I'm still looking for Davidson. Oh, here it is. This should be. Why can't I find this? Should be one of the top of the games. This is a 1:00 game. Davidson Northeastern. What is the line on this game? Man, Northeastern's really taking a a turn for the worst here. I mean, I don't want to lay 8.5. I mean, I would lean Davidson here. Northeastern's a mess. I kind of, when I do my little matchups here, Marcos, when I see teams at 40% or under, it is almost a straight auto fade. So you want to lay Davidson, just get it done by double digits, yes. And the St. Thomas Tommies, I'd lean to there as well. Here we go, Tommies. Here, the next one up, Tommies, North Dakota State. Yeah, I like the Tommies. I went Thunder, Cavs. I asked Sean. There we go. We were waiting for you to come up with the NBA, but you were beat. You were beat. B-Hawk was ahead of you on that. My NBA today, I believe it or not, like I said, I kind of like the Raptors here. I put them in the chat. We talk about the picking and choosing. So I would add Milwaukee to that as well. And I do like the Rockets as well. So that's where I would be there. Marcos coming in. Chattanooga, George Mason. Chat's playing against Georgia, and George Mason's playing Old Dominion. Where are these matchups? Chattanooga, George Mason. And Old Dominion. Boy, I can't even find anything on my printed schedule today. I'm a mess. Let's just go to the other sheet. All right, so Old Dominion, I basically got them as a pick 'em. No thank you to that game. No thank you to that game. No interest in that. And what was the other one? Chattanooga and Georgia. Georgia, surprisingly, what is this line at? You don't even have lines at, so I don't even know if it's moved from the opener. Not really helping the cause here, Marcos. You're working a way to a timeout session today with these two questions. We got to start hunting. Come on, man. I mean, it's not a huge card, but it's big enough where I have to hunt around. What do we got here? 673. There we go. Number 2 on the board here. All right. So we got Georgia's a 5, or it was a 5. Hasn't really moved much. I'll lean. I mean, I guess I'll lean to Chattanooga a little bit. Again, the Davidson lines come down right from before that, from opener at 11.5. That's interesting. Old Dominion here was a 2, hasn't really moved. I mean, I might take a little George Mason there. I might go a little George Mason. Let me pull up some A10. Hold on. People are betting. So 2. What's this, up to 2.5 now? I want to lean Mason. Markel, what's going on, Hugs? You can call me Hugs. I'll give you a hug, Markel. I give out free hugs and free candy in a blacked out van. King Al, lean Cavaliers over. Well, I think, I have no opinion on the total, King. Tim leans there on the Cavs. Best home team in the NBA. 3-team big girl banger. Here we go. Jacksonville State, Nevada, ECU. All right, where's Jacksonville State at? Where's Jayville? That East Carolina, I think I like the other side of that East Carolina. And even Nevada. I mean, I would lean. What do you got here? Nevada's 10. It was 10.5. So again, I sort of like Norfolk a little bit. I like High Point a little bit. Well, now I moved from 4 to 5, 4.5 to 5. And Jacksonville State. Little home puppy versus Duquesne. Is that who they're playing? No. Who do they got? South Alabama. 8-point dog, 8.5. I don't know, Big Waves. I don't know. St. Johnny's best bet. Here comes Elliot to piss all over my St. John's play. Drops as the best bet. Here's a loser. Thanks. Here comes the pen so I can remember when St. John's loses. I can blame Elliot. Thanks, Elliot. Hey, Nick. Nick is on the Knicks.
I mean, I'm Tim, but that's fine.
Take the grade in the house. Notre Dame and Clemson money line. You know I'm going to say Florida State, Tate. Why even looking at this one?
Yeah, I was about to say that the Florida State's against what, Notre Dame, and it's like a pick'em. I have Florida State as a 2.5-point favorite.
And even Georgia Tech. I like Georgia Tech. I like Florida State and Georgia Tech. 5-point teaser. Here we go. Denver, High Point, North Point. I'm going to say yes, just because I like a couple of these teams. Which I'll go Dogs. Yes. America's team, South Alabama, USA -3. Is that for the football tonight? Is that down to 3? Nick says Iowa money line. But Nick likes to come in and start trouble here. Iowa money line, man. It's 30.5. Easy. It's a lock. It's a whale play.
I'm pretty sure that one's safe. It's not like we've seen a 26-point favorite lose this year. Oh wait, TCU lost to Northwestern State earlier in the year. Oh, never mind.
I wonder if you had Oregon last night on money line, Nick. Michigan +5, 7 o'clock. Again, they're playing North Carolina, right? I don't know. Iowa team total over. Why not, Markel? Listen, Nick says Iowa money line, so it should be a lock. Boy, Nick, if Iowa loses somehow to Eastern Illinois. Corey Jones checking in. Is it Tim? You can call him anything you want. Just don't call him late for dinner. Heavy Faves Day, Memphis, Tulane, LSU. Listen, I don't even know who Memphis, Tulane are even playing. It's I don't even look at those games. I say that all the time. You get a swath of 50, 60 games, and to go through them, I'm going to just bypass those kind of matchups because they don't interest me. And Big Waves, you've been here long enough, right? You've heard me say I can't forget about the newer people coming in here. They're going to come in and be like, oh, this or that. How do you come in and say, let's take Tennessee -28 today in college basketball, or, I mean, I take East Tennessee +14 there. Again, those games I just kind of avoid. It's laying the 160s, 170s in ice or baseball. I just don't.
How about anybody that decided to bet the early game this morning and took JMU -16 for them to be down 16 at halftime
against Coppin?
Against Coppin State.
Tom Browning, the pitcher, died today, and Franco. Wow.
Oh, 2 people died. Nick Castellanos to hit a home run.
And they were, I'll come back to Dave. Excuse me for the little clearing of the throat. Like the Franco thing was supposed to be big. That's why it's like the Christmas miracle. They're throwing that. That's the late game there to bring back that 50-year anniversary of the Immaculate Reception. Hit big on Kevin Harris. Flyers over 2.5 shots. You might as well be speaking Chinese arithmetic to me in that one. I mean, I'm definitely not doing hockey player props. South Alabama tonight. I don't mind the South Alabama. I mean, the quarterback's back for Western, but not that it's a rant, but when you opt out and then come back, I don't know if you've lost your team. Atlanta, Chicago over. No opinion for me on that. Idaho, IB State over. Is that Idaho, Boise State? Is that what that one is? Miz. Let's pull up some Mountain West so I could get a rotation number and find it on my. Where is this? Boise, Idaho. Well, Idaho is playing Long Beach. So I got to go to the big. Oh, maybe that is LB State. Oy. Killing me today. Over? I don't know. No opinion on the over there. I like the Vandals. Covered for us the other day. Winthrop and Duquesne over the 149. What is this one? 681 on the added. This was a 150 last night. Tick down a notch. 140. I got this right around 149. No thank you on that. High Point ECU over 151. This one. Did this move? This was 151 last night as well. Again, not totals to me. I had a total the other day. It was a loser. I'm not jumping into CVB totals. I can't. Two-teamer Eastern and UC Davis. Corey, I think that Eastern's a winner because we just had somebody come in here and take Iowa on the money line. So ECU's is a cover. And Cal Davis. Who do we got in Cal Davis? I don't mind a little Cal Davis. Let's head over to the Big West matchup here. Who's Cal Davis got on tap against UCLA? 678. Oh. All right, let's open a 5.5. Excuse me. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong number here. That was the Santa Barbara line, 24.5. 24. What do you like this? I you know what? You want to take the Aggies here? I'm not hating it. UCLA's got Pac-12 on deck. You're coming off two big road wins, Maryland and Kentucky. Maybe it's a little flat spot. Sure. Taking a 20. I say okay to that. I'll say yes. Yes. And let me just look at this Iowa matchup. Like, who's Iowa got on deck after this? Tell me they got Nebraska. You know what? Good spot, Corey. Fade two big faves, especially the UCLA one off of two big road wins. T-Money. What do we got here? Arlington versus Cal. You think they steal another one? You think they come in and steal another? I mean, we had them last game versus San Fran. We said we liked Arlington. They're getting 15. What's this line here? Cal UTSA. Is this 4 or 5 points? This was a 4. Plus one. You know what? I take a shot here. I think it's worth a shot.
I mean, California's been solid with their 0 wins this year.
Yeah, I mean,
only defeated team left. Even Mississippi Valley State has a win.
Tim understands Marcos. I mean, some of them I kind of get, Marcos, but the problem is that
I'm starting to learn Marcos. By the way, Marcos, I sent you the document.
The problem is there's so many. Like when I have like 60, 70 games, like I gotta. If I have a rotation number, I can flip around looking. Sometimes I look at like the Northwest. I couldn't find Northeastern. It was the first game on the board. I'm up and down. Like, why can't I find this? It's the first one on the sheet. It was just. King D, lock it in with the King. IUPUI got there. Unders 21-7 on neutral site for IUPUI. IUPUI is just an under kind of team. Right? I think we said that. I think that should just be a team you look at to go under. They're terrible. Iceman, who do you like? Ohio State, Georgia. Georgia by 7.5. I think Georgia by 15. I don't think it's close. I think Georgia in the over. Jacksonville State, kind of like Jacksonville State there. We talked about that. Someone else mentioned them versus South Alabama getting 8.5. Who's going to that game? South Alabama playing in the bowl game tonight. Think there's going to be fans? This time of year, as much as I love home court, some of these smaller mid-majors, or just in general, kids are on vacation. It is winter break. Give me the 8.5. Nova. Dave likes Nova over St. John's. I'm a Red Storm kind of guy. I like the Redmen. I'll talk about Boo Harvey, Malik Sealy till I'm blue in the face. Of course, we can go Chris Mullen, Mark Jackson, Walter Berry. Cal Santa Barbara -5 versus Appalachian State. I got this right at 5. I got it right at 5. I mean, again, if this is November, would I lean more on Appy here at home? Right? Let's where's this matchup? Hold on a second. So this it's not even home, it's in Phoenix. See, so I got double checked the location spots here. We got tournament action here. You know what? I want to say I want to lean a little Santa Barbara now. I'll go a little wait, let me just pull up their stats real fast here. What do we got? Yeah, you know what? I still, App's not terrible. It won't be shocked to me. You know what? This is a no play for me. That's just a flat out no play for me here. Not interested. Thank you, but no thank you on this matchup here. That'll be a pass. Again, I could. Part of me wants to take Santa Barbara, but I don't. I think Appalachian State kind of. I'll be shocked they win this one. Looking at their numbers, lines come down. That's a pass. Pass. Of course, I'm going to say St. John's. I'm going to St. John's homer. Lions going to Super Bowl against the Chiefs. All right, Marcos is obviously on meth this morning. Murray State mid-10, 6-point spread. Any thoughts? Delaware -2 against the Ohio Bobcats. This line's come down here. Although I got Delaware as like a 3 or 4 point fave. So would I lean on the Blue Hens? We've had the Blue Hens several other times here. Mid-10, I kind of like mid-10 here against Murray. Not, excuse me. Mid-10 is giving 6. So I'm kind of leaning towards the dog there. I'm off team total for Iowa now. Richie P's in the house. Why are you off the team total, Mark? What happened? Because the guy said Iowa's a lock money line. Don Perez, that's out of winning streak. Toledo was tough loss. Jets over, but not complaining about a winning day. Yeah, I mean, that Toledo one should have been a win. Toledo should have been a win in football. Washington, Auburn, basketball. I kind of like Auburn here. We faded Auburn the other day, and I think they bounced back here. I'd say this would be an Auburn spot. Did not bet it, though, Mike. Again, lean Auburn, not betting it. Want to lean towards Nova? We said coming in the season, Nova's a team to look at. New coach. Granted, it's the same kind of program, but like North Carolina, same kind of thing. Same with Duke. You got a team that's thought of in one aspect. It's kind of bringing in new parts in other ways. I'm going to take Nova. I'm not going to talk you off Nova. Leon Draisaitl has been gold player props. Rob, the only player prop I'm
Draisaitl.
I'll go Stevie Eiserman over Joe Sakic over shots. Martin Brodeur and Dominic Hasek, the pitch shutouts. Patrick Roy. Sanford Belmont 5-point spread. Clemson versus Georgia Tech. Thoughts on Sanford and Belmont? The Belmont line is 5, huh? This was a 3 yesterday. I'm going to take Sanford here. I got this at like a 2. Give me Sanford and some. Give me Sanford. Clemson, Georgia Tech. I like Georgia Tech there. Cal 0-12. They are on 12. I think Tim just mentioned they're like a winless program. So yeah, Arlington would probably be worth a shot there, getting points. Kent State 4 points versus New Mexico State. I do kind of like Kent here. I know, again, this is in New Mexico's not home. This is a neutral, right? This is in, I want to say, is this game in Arizona as well? Let me pull up the locations here. El Paso. All right. Well, it was on the other side of New Mexico. New Mexico State's already played here. this year, but I'll lean a little Kent. I think. Are they a dog or are they favored here, Kent State? And this New Mexico, I forget, and I apologize. Who is who in New Mexico State? No, so Kent is favored by 4. Who's one of the New Mexicos? The coach was like hiding a gun used to like in a murder with one of his players. So, UL Lafayette versus Texas. I would lean to the 17 here. We've seen these big schools. Most of them are in the 20s, right? We just talked about some guy here should take Iowa money line minus 32, right? We see a lot of big Power Fives here laying in the 20s. Why is this a 17? We've seen the teams laying 14. I had a Utah State the other day laying 16, lose outright. Although I came back with 2 outright 14-point doggies or 15-point doggies yesterday. I would lean Lafayette here. Give me Lafayette. Sam Reinhart to score a goal, +2 for the Panthers tonight in hockey. All right, you're the boss there, T. I have no idea. No idea who even.
No. The player that you have to go after every single game that he plays is Tage Thompson on the Buffalo Sabres. He's scored like 10 goals in the last 2 weeks. Like he's been going off. That's the guy you want to blindly bet every single game. 4 straight for him.
Villanova minus 5.5. I don't like Villanova. Not a Nova guy. Yes, the guy said it was a lock. Yes. I should have wrote down that was Hunt, right? Hunt came in here. Ethan Hunt. Anyway, all right. Little rough start to the show today. It happens. Don's for the video. Western Kentucky under. Air Force tomorrow. Raptors. Red Wings under for the chat. There you go. Be sure to give it a thumbs up here on the channels wherever you're watching. If you're on the podcast, I appreciate you watching the whole show. Come back tomorrow. We got video too. Maybe next year the video will be uploaded to Believe. Apparently they go on vacation this time of year, so I'm not really locking and load up the video over there. It's all going forward with the podcast, but it's there. Give it a follow, even if you don't listen. If you listen here, just find it anyway. So I know I don't even know how to track it, but someone does apparently. That's it. Me and Tim, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Adios, everybody. Bye-bye.